Although cases of COVID in the state is seeing a decline, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today informed that total lockdown will be extended by another week, that is till 5 a.m. of June 14th. He argued that even though cases in high zones have come down, the positivity rate is still in double digits and therefore the state cannot let its guard down. However, he added that if after June 14th the COVID situation in the state comes under control, then the government will start the unlocking process. He also mentioned that in the next week the government has decided to be more flexible by allowing all deputy commissioners to open up economic activities in subdivision, block level and in villages depending on COVID-19 prevalence.
The cabinet and the government has decided that we'll continue the lockdown for at least 1 week more. I know that a lot of people will face difficulties and challenges, but the health aspect is far more important to each and every one of us. As I speak, as I said, 104 people are fighting for their lives in different hospitals, and today itself we have lost so many precious lives. So therefore, though it's a very tough decision, I urge and appeal to the people to please cooperate and work together with the government so that we are once and for all able to bring things under complete control. Things are improving. I'm positive that in the coming week, after this next 1 week is over, we should be able to see things ease down a bit more. Early to say, but looks like if we can control things in the next 1 week, if we all work together, if we're all committed, and we all simply bear this next 1 week, I'm sure that in the coming week after that, we should be able to see things improving drastically. But in the meantime, in the next 1 week, we have allowed, or we are allowing the deputy commissioners to open up economic activities on a need basis. So therefore, if the deputy commissioners feel that certain sectors can be opened or need to be opened up, certain activities can and need to be opened up, which will not give a huge risk in terms of gathering, we are allowing the deputy commissioners the liberty to allow those need-based activities to be opened up even in the coming week, apart from the other activities which we have already opened up in this current week. Number two, we have also allowed the subdivision and the block officials, that is the BDOs and the SDOs, also to recommend to the Deputy Commissioner to allow rural activities, rural economic activities, depending on the prevalence. We realize that though the numbers are high, there are many areas which don't have very high numbers. There are areas which can have certain economic activities, but no gatherings, but can have economic activities which may be very important for the livelihood of the people, but may not have the kind of effect on the spread of the virus. So those activities also, especially in the rural areas where the livelihoods have been hit very hard, we have given the permission to the Deputy Commissioner to take recommendations from the SDOs and BDOs, and on the prevalence basis of the virus, the DCs can allow other economic activities also in the rural areas. This time the order is not just for East Khasi Hills. We have decided that this order will be in general for the entire state. We have seen that the spread of the virus is now shifting towards the rural districts. We have seen a large number of cases now coming up, especially in West Jaintia Hills, East Jaintia Hills, West Karo Hills, and some parts of Southwest Karo Hills also. So therefore, keeping this in mind, this may be the appropriate time to take actions to restrict the spread of the virus. But as we are allowing the DC to handle the situation from the ground level here in the East Khasi Hills, similar flexibility will be given to all the deputy commissioners to take their decision in terms of the economic activities in the different districts based on the prevalence rates in those areas also. We also got a special request from certain church leaders that if they could be allowed to ring the bells in the church. So therefore, government has decided that such activities for all faiths, not just for the churches, but for all faiths, which do not involve people's gathering, does not involve a large crowd, these activities will be allowed.